Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? Right.
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Drew and Stu podcast, week 4 edition. Cam, it's Thursday Night Football tonight. The Giants against the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 12-2 lifetime against the Giants. His best record against anyone in his career. I think he's won 10 straight or some crazy number like that. You still like the Dallas Cowboys to win tonight? I know I threw my gold pick at 4.5 on Monday. It's now moved to 6. I still like Dallas. I'm going to take alt spreads tonight. What do you think?
I'm actually going to do something really stupid and I'm going to buy a point and try to middle it between 4 and 7.
Ooh.
I think Dallas wins by like 4 points, 7 points, like right in that area. I want to hit both or at least get a push. I can tell you one thing. I'll be teasing Dallas to the over. I think there's points in this game, Drew. I don't know how you feel about the total, but I think the total's a better bet than the side. And I just got to be honest with you. I don't like people think Dallas can like flick a switch, but they're horrible. Like they got no running game. They can't stop anybody.
Either, though, Cam.
But the one thing that Daniel Jones can do is run. And that's one thing the Dallas Cowboys are like, they're undersized. Like, I know the thing is we're staying there because they've dominated the Giants in historical matchups. We know that for a fact, but laying points with Dallas is kind of a recipe for disaster. But I think it's going to be right around that number. Dallas wins. I don't know if they're going to win they're not going to win by more than 7, in my opinion.
I'm thinking 31-14. Dallas.
Wow, 17 you say? Hey,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I obviously I've been wrong. I've been nailing my Thursdays though, so hopefully it continues. But yeah, all right, Cam. Let's get into our switches of the week before we get into our props. My first switch is going to be from the Denver Broncos plus 7.5 to the Jets minus 7.5. I've been watching all the stuff. Javante's banged up, and just the Jets are feeling it kind of right now, and I don't want to get in the way of that. I think this is going to be like the Jets absolutely destroy Bo Nix and the Broncos. I just think, Cam, I can't see the Broncos keeping up. Can you?
No, there's a lot of undertones in this game too, everybody. Think about this.
Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton, Nate Hackett. Like Aaron Rodgers might want to get like revenge on, like, you know what I mean, his boy. Like a lot of these guys, like I think it's personal. Like he really likes Nate
100%.
Hackett. And I know Aaron Rodgers, one thing, he holds a grudge. When he's mad or whatever, like that's in his mind. If I can embarrass this Denver team, I will. I like the Jets to begin with because Denver's coming off a win and feeling good. Sure, you beat Tampa Bay. They fucking laid an egg. It happens sometimes in the National Football League. I think the Jets win this game by like 16 to 20 points.
Yeah, you're right.
It's one of my middle picks.
It's going to be one of, we haven't got there. You're going to switch it to one of your middles. It wasn't on Monday. Okay. Yeah, Cam, Nate Hackett just absolutely got thrown under the bus. I remember when Sean Payton was hired and he's just like, oh yeah, the offense was terrible before.
Yeah, I know. Shouldn't say things like that.
Yeah, you don't talk trash about other coaches. This is what happens. Yeah, okay, Cam. We'll get into your first switch of the week. You are switching off of the Philadelphia Eagles and coming on board with me on the Bucks. How come?
Thing is, this is kind of a test again, and Carolina passed the test last week with the new quarterback. So, I'm just looking. Philadelphia has so many injuries. If they find a way to cover in this game, I'm going to actually take teams with injuries. Like, remember back in the day, Drew, it was a college game, like 50 Boise State Broncos got COVID. Final score, Boise State 50, other team 3. It was like a pick 'em. You know what I mean? Like, didn't even matter. It was all bullshit. So I'm going to do this. I'm taking Tampa Bay. The key thing about Tampa Bay is they're getting guys back in all areas. Line, defensive, secondary, like everything. And coming off a loss like that is always a good motivator.
An embarrassing loss too.
Yeah. Denver came in there and beat you outright, like murdered people's survivor pools. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm in. I think I'm totally on Tampa Bay. And if Philadelphia finds a way to win and cover, then I'll just prove my point that a lot of these reports are bullshit. But I'm on Tampa Bay.
Cam, no Devontae Smith, no A.J. Brown, no Lane Johnson. Like,
it's a problem.
Hurts isn't going to have time to throw. He's not going to have anyone to throw to. Like, Jahan Dotson's the number 1 receiver now, and he looks like an absolute trash bag. It looks like Washington got a steal trading him for a 3rd-round pick, but everyone was like, whoa, how'd Philly get him for a 3rd round?
Washington, as I said before in the other show, when you trade within your division, you know something about the player. It means he's not that good. Because you never give an enemy strength.
So if
actually the Bills do, they give worthy to the Chiefs. That's what the Bills do. Even though they're playing great football.
He hasn't looked great after week 1. Let's be fair.
Still anyway, long career.
Yeah, long career, long season. All right, Cam. My second switch is from the Washington Commanders to the Arizona Cardinals. Wow. I haven't been a fan of Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, but everyone is on Jaden Daniels in this Washington Commanders team. I know they beat the Bengals outright, but I just think this is in Arizona. This is going to be a track meet. Washington's defense isn't very good. Arizona's defense isn't very good. But Arizona, it's just against the run they struggle, and I don't think Washington has the running game to take advantage of that, Cam. So I think Arizona can win this by more than 5. I think Daniels comes back down to earth a little bit. After that
don't you get Arizona at 3.5 now? Or
well, no,
isn't that the spread?
Are they 3.5 now?
Yeah, it's 3.5. If you want to change it and go, I don't know how we play the game. We keep our originals, but if you like something, the new one is yours.
You're right. You're right. So when you switch, you get the new line. Yeah. So I'll take Cardinals minus 3.5. I like them to switch it by 5. So I will definitely take it 3.5. And it's pretty even spread wise. The lines come down despite people betting on the Cardinals, which is usually a trap game, Cam. But I'm going to fall for it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Your second switch,
close.
Cam.
It's going to be no, Drew. I'm kind of thinking you're making a lot of sense with that game, but I got Washington at 5.5, so I'm going to stay there. I think Arizona's probably going to win by, what do you think, like a touchdown? But I don't know what to do. Like I can't get off that game. I'll see what happens. But here's another angle. Everyone's talking about Jaden Daniels now after that game against Cincinnati, and that's a problem because the public just looks at, oh my God, look how good Washington is. They played a great game against Cincinnati, who's not playing very well. I see the Joe Burrow gifts and stuff like that. It's like 0-3 since he's become a lesbian. Ellen DeGeneres is 0-3. They're like people online are like, because he's coming in with these like crazy outfits and like I'm like, what's this guy doing? Like I already told you, if you're over the age of 12, you can't have a hairdo like Cody Rhodes. It just doesn't work.
Unless it's a bit like you're a WWE superstar.
Yes, or unless you're in a boy band. You can't be an NFL quarterback. Like people are like, I wonder what these guys are thinking. Like having a couple beers going, look at Burrow. Like what's he doing?
Yeah, I don't get it, Cam. So one thing I wanted to ask you before we talk about your mineral switches, the Cleveland Browns went from -1 to now +2. We were both on Cleveland on Monday. Sorry, you were on Vegas.
We're on the Raiders.
You were on Vegas. I wasn't. I was on Cleveland. Does any alarm going off with the line moving so much?
No.
Like going through 0 is usually like a warning sign.
I got Vegas at +1. Do I not?
You got them at -1 or +1. Yeah, you got them.
Yes,
at +1.
I think
they're now -2.
Yes, so I feel very, very good about it, Drew. I feel very good to get a dog, and I got to tell you, I think Vegas wins this game. My opinion of the Browns is like totally. There's too many problems with this team now. Just I tape a lot of these games, and I start watching them, and the
now
Browns
Jerome
don't
Ford
look
might
right.
be out too.
Stefanski and his staff, like another guy. He's another guy. He ruined Baker Mayfield's career. He goes to friggin' Tampa Bay. The guy's fucking great. So what's the deal? And it's amazing to me. Like you just tell who good coaches are. The guys who have old players that everyone says sucks.
I feel from him a little bit though, because like the poor quarterback plays costing them. Like it's not exactly him. It's Deshaun Watson.
Well, Deshaun Watson is stealing money. Like you give somebody a guaranteed deal. Like that's what I hate about sports. Like you want players to get paid, but the minute they do, they don't like you don't live hard anymore. Like I like those guys in contract years. Since we've known this for years.
100%.
They're playing for their family. Like say you, Drew, your wife, you guys are having another kid. You don't think in your contract year you're going to go fucking bananas. You're going to be at the no friends drinking. You're going to be at the weight room. You're going to have the best year of your life, and you're going to get a new deal. Then you're going to get soft because you're a dad.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, Cam, I don't know. I like the Browns this week, but I think they really could use Nick Chubb back, and I know he may be ready next week, but they can't. They need that.
What happened to Nick Chubb? He was the best running back in the league.
Why not? His knees just keep getting blown up.
I know.
Man.
It's just like it sucks.
And he still comes back strong. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. All right, Cam, your mineral switches for the week. You are switching San Fran from your silver, now moving the Jets to your silver selection. We went over it. You love the revenge game factor, but your other switch, you're removing Minnesota as your bronze and adding the Chicago Bears -2 as your bronze selection, Cam. Yep. Tell the viewers why you like Chicago so much.
This is a trap line with the Rams, in my opinion. I know the Rams feel good about beating San Francisco. San Francisco had a pass interference penalty for 60 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good call, though.
Okay, missed kick by Moody. Their special teams was awful. Like, don't let the Rams fool you. They also are a team that got absolutely annihilated on the road in Arizona. Okay, and I mean, it wasn't even fucking close.
100%.
So I'm going to take Chicago. They have a great defense, which is a key. I think they could stop Stafford in the offense. Yes, and I know it's hard for Chicago with Williams, but eventually he's going to figure it out. Keenan Allen's coming back. That's huge. Give me the Bears as my bronze pick. I think they beat the Rams by 10.
That's not looking good for my Rams pick then, but I'm not switching. I'm going to hold strong on Matthew Stafford versus Caleb Williams. That's the only thing I can think about. Yeah, that's it, Cam. Speaking before we get into our props, Cam, Monday Night Football, we didn't talk about it on the show. How about that performance of Jaden Daniels against the Cincinnati Bengals? Are the Bengals like you picked the Bengals come 4th in the division before?
I did,
and everyone was like ripping you in the comments.
Oh, like, yeah, they all said I'm an idiot and stuff like that. You want to bet on Ellen DeGeneres now? They might. This is the thing. This line's gone all the way down to 4. Cincinnati's probably going to beat Carolina, But do you really want to step in front? Like, it's one of those things. Andy Dalton's best days were with Cincinnati. Do you think, imagine he goes in there and beats like Cincinnati at home and like beats the Bengals and says like that. This is like a Super Bowl game for him. This is big.
Yeah.
And another thing is I'm worried about Thielen out because he looked really happy that Dalton was the quarterback, but Deontay Johnson's still good. They can pitch the ball to Hubbard. They got a couple weapons there. You know, but the thing about Cincinnati is I'm not worried about their offense. It's their defense. The over's the play in this game, really. If we were going to do a total show, I don't know how either team's going to stop either team.
Yeah, I just don't see Carolina being able to keep up with the Bengals offense, like you said. But yeah, it could be close. It's in Carolina, so Andy Dalton has the home crowd with him. If the crowd shows up, like, I don't know, their tickets are like $12. So
I wish I lived in Carolina to go to all their games, season ticket holder.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Here, season tickets for $80, and you get 6 hot dogs and 6 beers. Like, just
yeah, it sounds great.
Cam, other Monday Night Football game, the Bills just absolutely annihilated the Jags. I know you were on the Jags +6 going into that one, but like, how early in that game did you know you were on the wrong side?
The minute I saw the Bills score, and I clicked live line Bills. I'm not even lying to you, after a while. And then I started to think, wow, I got a super teaser that paid like $500 with Jacksonville 18.5. Not even close. Fuck. So that I couldn't hedge out of because the number was just too fucked up. I was a sitting duck. I did have Washington in the other game, Drew, but you know what? I actually started to think, I'm like, there was too much. You know what I've learned about betting? And the thing is, it doesn't work all the time, but so many people are like, oh, Jacksonville, desperate game, blah, blah, blah. They just suck. The Bills were and the Bills have historically played poorly against the Jaguars. Drew, you know that. You are part of Bills Mafia. Bills are your team. And the thing was, they were licking their chops. Like, they didn't even try to run up the score. Jacksonville was so bad on 4th down, they just gave the Bills short
fields. Kept turning over.
Hamlin played well. Like, I got to be honest with you.
Trevor Lawrence, Cam, what's with these Clemson quarterbacks? They're just shit in the bed in the NFL.
I don't know what it is. You got to talk to your Uncle Dabo Sweeney there. I could say, I don't know.
Well,
remember we met your uncle at the Stag? Your uncle's a piece of work, by the way. I love that guy. That guy's amazing. Anyway, what was I saying? Clemson quarterbacks, not cool.
Cam, again, another team paying their quarterback before his contract's up, giving him all his guaranteed money. He's still on his rookie deal, and now he's got $200 million, and he's doing this. You'd be paying him a lot less if you just waited. Like, why do these teams rush to try and beat the market so they don't owe their guys more money? I would sacrifice the extra $5 million to just make sure he's good enough to deserve that contract, right?
I'm going to say another thing too. It's not all his fault, but there's that
interception was brutal.
Oh yeah, no, there's a diminishing skill set. He's not seeing things the way he is. Remember, he's been hurt a few times too. Football's a rough game. Maybe he has a lingering injury. Also, his receivers, they lead the league in drops. That's not all on Lawrence. People say he might throw a bad ball. I was watching his balls; they look like spirals to me. No, he's just got a bad. His receiving core sucks. They have bad hands.
And he's a little inaccurate right now.
He is. And Thomas is a good receiver, but
Gabe Davis,
Steffi Graf doesn't give him the ball.
Yeah. Gabe Davis regretting that big deal.
Our touchdown party. That was your fault, Drew. That was your fault. I told you not to add stuff. We could have put like 9 Bills players in there. Kincaid, all of them were. Stop.
We hit the first 3 in the first 5 minutes of Monday Night Football.
Drew, I was telling Morency, I win $1,200 if this guy goes, and he actually had one look at it, and he dropped the ball in the end zone.
He dropped it. I was like, no. Oh, Cam, yeah.
Oh, Drew, I'm going to lose. No, honestly, you're my friend, but I'm like, Drew, why Davis? This is another thing. Can you just listen? I'm wrong a lot. I know I'm wrong a lot. I know I make a lot of mistakes. But can we do a smaller parlay, like a 2, a 3, a 4, build it? I don't want to do this anymore.
Floor's max.
I'm so fucking done with like going 3 out of 4.
We should have just taken 2 Bills. You're right. I like taking one from each team just because to give.
Nah, we're not doing that anymore. We're taking who we like. If we like a team to blow at a team, new strategy. Okay.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. All right, let's get into our props of the week for week 4.
Now you made me angry at yourself, and I don't want to.
Cam, I was mad too. It's not like I didn't have money on the same bet.
Think about it. You're having a baby. You could have started off with like organic diapers instead of like shitty Pampers or Loves.
Organic diapers.
I don't. Yes, there is. I don't know. Back in the day, they used to use cloth. I think in this.
Yeah, which sounds a newspaper and all that garbage.
Well, newspaper is not even 1-ply. That's torture to your child. That's not fair. That's child abuse.
I mean, I remember seeing videos of newspapers. With
newspaper? If you put your kid as newspaper as a diaper, like that's not diaper rash. Bad ink.
Was that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
I don't know. Whatever. If I find somebody's using newspaper for diapers, I'm reporting them to the child services.
Speaking of child services, the grandfather in Willy Wonka, what a terrible guy. Like it's just 5 of them sleeping in the same bed. Like,
he's a piece of shit. I agree.
Yeah, he was. All right, Thursday Night Football tonight, Cam.
We're such idiots.
The Cowboys against the Giants. I like some props tonight. I have this crazy parlay. Malik Neighbors over 100 yards.
Sorry. Stop. I have this crazy parlay. How about just a parlay that's got a chance?
Just listen.
Okay.
Neighbors over 100, CD over 100. Both of them to get 5 catches. It's 12-1. I think they could easily both get over 100.
I agree, but I'm going to do one thing. Can I do first touchdowns and anytime touchdowns for you?
Yeah.
Give me Dowdle 9-1 first touchdown for Dallas, and Singletary plus 650.
I like that. I like Singletary plus 650.
And anytime for both too. Dowdle gets the ball at the goal line. Who else are they going to give it to?
Oh, 100%. A Neighbors prop tonight, Cam, is only 17.5 yards. He's gotten over that in the last 2 games. I don't think
I like
that's
that.
too low. Dallas' defense is
What's Jones' rushing yards? This is the game. I need that. Jones. I bet it's like, what do you think, 28.5? Or is it going to be more than that?
Maybe more than
anything
that.
Under 40, I'm taking it. I think he runs wild tonight. Yep.
Russian props. Daniel Jones, 31.5.
Over.
Yeah, that's tight. It's going to be close to that number. I think I could see him. If he breaks a long one, then yeah, you're right. But anyways, all right. Cam, stop watching the golf, okay? I know I can see it in your eyes.
Sorry. I thought the internationals, they're tied now, and the USA just got a point.
All right, we're going to do an anytime TD parlay for tonight, Cam. 3 guys. You're going to take 2. I'm going to take 1, so I can't be blamed when this doesn't hit. I'll take 1 guy. We'll see what you think about it. Don't yell at me. I'm going to take Jake Ferguson anytime touchdown.
I love it. Take it. So put it in. Remember, send me these things so I can yell at you again.
Yep. Give me 2 guys tonight that are going to score.
Singletary.
Okay.
Dowdle.
You tell me I'm taking crazy picks.
They're both my guys. I got to put that's who I have for first touchdown. So if they get a touchdown, we've already won.
All right. Fair enough.
Trust me. Dowdle why can't he score? I like your Ferguson pick, and I like Singletary. Okay, give me somebody else, like obvious Neighbors and everybody. Like who else?
No, that's fine.
I'm not taking CD Lamb.
16-1.
Take CD Lamb.
Ferguson, Singletary, Dowdle. No, you already picked. Cam, we can't change it now. It's bad luck.
So what's your last pick?
I was only taking 1. I said I don't want to be.
You can take another one, but we'll play a 3-bagger and a 4-bagger. Add one we still got to try to hit a lottery ticket. I'm just saying, do both.
All right, my other one's gonna be Jalen Tolbert anytime TD.
Done.
I like him. So if you add Tolbert, it's 110-1 with the 4 guys. If you take Tolbert out and leave it at the 3, it's 16-1.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Dude, so you don't like Dowdle at all. You're kind of like saying it's a bad pick.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I like Dallas to smoke them, so I'm fine with the 3 touchdowns from the Dallas side.
Okay.
I would be more worried if you had like Daniel Jones anytime.
I wanted to add that, but anyway, I'll do that on another show.
All right, Cam. We'll get into our props of the week, your anytime touchdowns. Here's my gold prop for the week. Chuba Hubbard over 15.5 receiving yards. I was 4 for 5 last week. Pollard cost me a bunch of money. We went over this. He's had 5 catches for 55 last week, 4 catches for 12 2 weeks ago. I also like his over 2.5 catches, Cam. I think Andy Dalton loves the check down when nothing's open, and his receiving yards 15.5 yards. I don't think the books have adjusted to it yet, so that is my gold prop selection. My silver is Jordan Mason over 84.5 rushing yards, over 100 twice in the last 3 weeks. I think San Fran absolutely dog walks New England, so I think he sails over this number. And my bronze is Darnell Mooney over 40.5 receiving yards, 66 last week on 8 targets, 88 the week before on 7 targets. Kirk Cousins seems like Mooney more than Drake London.
I agree.
40.5 yards. I think that's way too low for Mooney. So that's my gold, silver, and bronze. And I added in some extras at the bottom there for everybody to look at. Kyron Williams over 16.5 receiving yards and James Cook over 18 receiving yards against Baltimore. I like both those picks, Cam, but those are my gold, silver, and bronze. You like them? You don't like them?
I do like them a lot, and I want you to put them on a font, and I want you to add Chuba Hubbard for me, rushing and receiving. Because what does Cincinnati give up? Yards on the ground. He'll get catches, and he'll run. So I want both. But you can do yours, but if you can add the other one to me, you can say Cam likes that one.
Rushing receiving yards is 80.5.
Over. Okay. I think he's going to get like 50 receiving and like 70 something running.
Yeah, it could be close as long as they keep using them the way they have. I agree with you. All right, your anytime TD props of the week, Cam, give them to us.
Oh boy, it's a long list. Let me scroll. Okay, we'll start. Okay. Dowdle, I gave you Singletary. Okay, Chase.
Yep.
For Cincinnati,
give
plus
us the
100. Okay, plus 110 for Chase.
Okay.
My new favorite guy. Where were you all year when I kept you on the bench? Deontay Johnson of the Panthers, plus 190.
Okay.
DK Metcalf on fire with Geno Smith, plus 190. And I'm going to back up tight end for Detroit. Is it wrong or is it right? At plus 300. Hopefully it's right because I've been wrong a lot.
You sure you're not a dad, Cam, with the dad jokes?
My jokes are so shit, but I hope people enjoy just us being idiots. Mixon plus 100.
Mixon's not playing though, is he?
Okay, scratch that. Oh, I got one for you. You're going to like Hall, 2 or more touchdowns, plus 225.
Ooh. Brees Hall, plus 225 for 2 TDs.
Dobbins, plus 162.
You like Dobbins, eh? Okay.
Pollard, plus 130. Your favorite player, Pollard.
Yeah.
Are we cooking? Mixon and cooking? Yeah, Mixon might not be playing, but Cook of the Bills, plus 110. This guy's an animal.
Plus 110. Okay, that's a lot of props. And then give us the...
I'm not done yet. Charbonnet, plus 105.
Yeah. Jesus.
And Montgomery, minus 110. These are only played for like $20-$30. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
It's not like I bet 500 a prop. It'd be like if I have a bad week, I'm done. Parlay. Oh, yeah. And the running back parlay to plus 350. Mason of the Niners. Derrick Henry, who Drew gave me a great stat. 5 touchdowns in 7 games versus Buffalo Bill.
7 and 5.
Oh, 7 and 5. Even better.
Yeah.
I wrote it down wrong. Even better than I thought. And Hall for the Jets, who I think is going to get multiple touchdowns. So that parlay, Henry, Mason, Hall, plus 350.
Henry Mason Hall, plus 350, Cam. I like that a lot. I don't know about this Brees Hall 2 touchdowns. That's crazy. That's a little lottery ticket. I'd like better odds on guys to get 2 touchdowns. I like when it's like 18-1 for that. Okay. The fact that he's plus 225 means Vegas thinks that Jets are going to smoke touchdowns.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, let's make our anytime TD parlay for the week. We've gotten 4 out of 6 2 weeks ago. I think it was 3 out of 6 last week. So let's just do a 4-banger, Cam. I think that's safer, right?
Drew, you're going to be the father, and you're the one who could. You know what? You can call the shots, and I'll either agree or disagree. You know what we do? Okay, I have one suggestion. Like I said before, a smaller, a medium, and a large, like a fast food restaurant. We do one crazy fucking one where we eat everything in sight, like the table. We do one regular and one small that is got a really good chance to win. Okay, or so medium and large.
The small ones, your RB parlay we already gave, so we'll give a 4-banger and we'll give a 6-banger.
Okay, that sounds perfect.
All right, so give me your first guy on the slate, your favorite anytime TD prop of the week.
Oh, God, man. These questions are very hard. How about Jamar Chase?
Yeah, I like it. It's not a bad pick at all. Okay, so let's add Chase. My first pick is going to be, I think, Aaron Jones in a revenge game against Green Bay in Green Bay.
I like that.
Aaron Jones. All right, one more for you, Cam.
I want to go with running backs because it's easier. Pollard against Miami. He's going to help you this week. And if this one's the only one that's wrong, he's banned from the show.
Oh, man. If Pollard screws us again, Cam, I'll be furious.
But he hasn't screwed me yet. He screwed you. And if he screws me, he screws us. And when you screw us, we're fucking done with you. One more time.
All right.
It's like we didn't get off the Bengals, Drew. You got to stick with the bad. You know, finally it came through. Pollard's going to come through for you this week. Miami's got problems, bro. Big problems.
I'm adding Jordan Mason as my next pick. So we got.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out a bit.
Jordan Mason. Love it. So I got Jordan Mason, Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones, Jamar Chase, Cam pays 15-1 plus 1,500.
And 2 more. How about we take Travis Henry and Hall?
Travis Henry. What was this?
Oh, no, it's Derrick Henry. Travis Henry? Yeah, nobody circles the wagons like Travis Henry. Sorry, man. Now you know how old I am.
You got the Broncos on your mind, Travis Henry.
Oh, he played for the Bills, too.
Yeah, but he was more of a Bronco. Okay, Brees Hall at. Okay, no, you get one pick. I'm not taking Derrick Henry. It's either Derrick Henry or Hall. You pick one of these guys.
Dude, if Derrick Henry gets a touchdown and your guy gets it wrong, then I'm physically going to drive to Brampton and find you. And I know you're going to be a father of 2, but at this point, we have to have a talk.
All right, so you're taking Hall?
Yes, I'll take Hall.
Okay.
Please pick somebody that's going to just guarantee a touchdown. I don't care about the odds. Just who's getting in.
Well, I do care about the odds, though.
Okay. How about a winning bet?
You know what? We're going to be Swifties this week. I'm adding Travis Kelce. I think they're going to use him this week. Am I crazy?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that one bit, but really? You're going Travis Kelce, eh?
Look what you made me do. You know the song by Taylor Swift?
No, I don't. But look why can't we just keep it simple and go with a guy that gets 7 touchdowns in 5 fucking games instead of this?
I'm doing Travis Kelce.
Okay, you're right. You're right. It's your life. And you're right. He's probably due, but honest to God, if this guy lays another egg, I'm going to snap.
I'm more worried.
And then again, I gave you Pollard, so
yeah,
I should punch myself in the face.
You should switch Pollard to Derrick Henry if you're that worried. Aaron Jones.
Can we do another one where we lose Paul? Okay, smaller units. We lose Pollard and put Henry in. Because if Pollard screws us again, then we're gonna get like we're absolutely
no, but it's bad luck to switch. Okay, we got plus 6,000 Cam, so 60-1 for this 6-leg parlay. I like it. I like.
Are you putting up the fonts, the graphics?
Yep. I'll get them up.
Can you send them to me because I'm basically a dinosaur that can't do anything myself? You have to send the stuff to me because I'm old and stupid.
If Cam, just for you, I'll take Kelsey out and I'll add Derrick Henry. And what do you think?
Do you have a name for your baby yet?
Yes, we do. He's not born yet, though, till next week. So,
can I guess?
I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but you can guess.
Does it start with a C?
No. What was your guess for a C?
Chase?
Oh, why? Because it's Jamar.
Kind of a soap opera name, but I don't know. Nah, actually, you know what?
Chase
this
is like
sucks.
it's a really
like a rich guy name, like Richie Rich.
Name. Yeah. It's just that's all I think of. Okay, so if you add Henry instead of Kelsey, it's 45-1. I'll take the extra plus 15 for Kelsey instead of Henry.
Okay, we're not just send me both of them because I need to look at them and say, Cam, we did not bet because I got to look at them all and put them all together.
All right. Next week, Cam, we're gonna have our episode on Tuesday. I think is what likely going to happen, just because it's going to be.
Drew, we can even do it on Monday because all the props aren't going to be out anyway. That's the whole thing. We can get it all done. Maybe if you want.
With the doubleheader, I think we got to react to it.
Okay. Good call.
It's a 1 episode week because I'm having my son on the Thursday.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I won't be available to do a Thursday show next week, but we will have a good Tuesday show where we'll give everything. I'll give you all my leans for props without the lines out. Some of them will be out maybe, but we'll see. Cam, any lasting words for the audience? Any things you like to do this weekend? Any juju you need to switch up? No. He's more worried about the internationals covering against.
They're losing in 2 matches. No, I'm worried about. I can't believe I'm betting on the Tennessee Titans and Bears, but this is me.
Cam, if the Titans screw us again, we know.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. But they're going to cover some. But remember, the last time they played Miami, for everybody that doesn't remember, they won as 14-point dogs.
Yeah, but it was a crazy comeback.
I want this game to be on like I think Levis does better when they're on good. It's a Monday night game. He played well on that Monday. Maybe he needs the spotlight instead of not being on in the spotlight. But again, he can't even do it when he's in a regular game. So he's probably going to shit the bed more when he's in the spotlight. If he doesn't play well,
Cam, he's probably benched. So
I think they should look what Carolina did. They should have done it. Canales should have done that right at the start when they knew Young wasn't ready.
Look how dumb they look now, Cam, because of how good Malik Willis has looked the last 2 weeks, and they traded him because he was so awful for them.
It's about LaFleur and making a guy. You have to know the player and not expose his weaknesses. That's what's part of being a good coaching staff is. And unfortunately, Tennessee, I hate to say it, Drew, Tennessee's coaching staff on the whole is one of the worst coaching staffs in football. They do stupid stuff all the time.
Fair enough. Cam, my TJ Watt MVP ticket at 150-1 from the
great
preseason.
Pick.
Looking okay right now. Looking okay. He's down.
What about Sam Darnold if he keeps on going?
I don't know about MVP. Maybe comeback player of the year though. If you have that ticket, you're laughing. I think it's Allen's award to lose in the MVP race.
I have Allen at 9-1. I got him at the start of the year.
Plus 200 now. So maybe check what that cash out offer is. Maybe you can just take it.
No, I'm not cashing out. I'm riding it till the end.
All right. Well, it usually doesn't work with Josh, but we'll see. All right, Cam, that does it for week 4 of the Drew and Stu podcast. Please click like, please click subscribe. Go Internationals, beat the USA in the President's Cup.
I'm done. I can already feel I'm donating. Yeah, it's just I need to now I got it now and these 4 and 6 bangers need to come in on your props.
Yeah. Hopefully we hit our anytime TD parlay for tonight and this weekend, so we can all be happy on Tuesday for the Week 5 episode. Good luck, everybody. May the winners be yours. We will see you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been Drew and Stu. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.